I had to go yesterday shopping and I couldn't go to the store that's 2 minutes away by bike. I had to go to the store that's 15 minutes away by bike because that's the only store that sells my contact lens solution. And I spent a very big chunk of my day just putting it off, not wanting to go because I didn't want to get on the bike and do exercise. I'm someone who really doesn't like to do exercise. I think lately the vocal majority has been people who do like exercising, which is fine and it's actually very good, but I also want to get it off my chest why I don't like exercising, and maybe some of you can relate to that. So reason number one is I get sweaty. I know this really shouldn't be a concern, I just don't like being sweaty. It's not about what other people think about me being sweaty, it's how I feel when I am sweaty. Number two, I get red, like super red in my head because for some reason my blood decides that that's the best place to go. All of my blood goes into my head and it's not very comfortable. It also feels like my head is way hotter than the rest of my body, and again, it's not a comfortable feeling. Reason number three, going with this kinda, if I have a 45-minute workout, then it takes me an hour to cool down to make my body temperature go back to normal, which is again not something I like because that means that it's not 45 minutes out of my day, it's 45 minutes plus an hour. And the fourth reason is that I don't get the endorphins from working out. I'm not someone who's very competitive, so you know, racing with someone else wouldn't motivate me. It's also not really motivational for me, like, oh, I did 5 push-ups today, but yesterday I only made 4, so I made progress. No, that's not something that drives me. And I don't get like any kind of additional benefit being like, yeah, I did it. Some time ago, there were 2 months when I decided that I'm gonna work out, and I did. I did it 6 times a week with one day being just stretching and things like that. So just, you know, like light working. I gave up after 2 months because at that point in my life I was very obsessed with the number and the scale. That didn't change, and I didn't feel like I looked into the mirror and I feel like, yeah, but it looked slimmer. I just felt so cheated because I was counting calories, I was almost always eating salad, and nothing changed. It was so devastating to me. So yeah, I don't really find any good motivation to work out. The only few workouts that I did like doing, and I'm not doing right now, were workouts that help me relax, tune out, and just focus on organizing whatever's going on in my head, because I do need downtime for that. And the 2 things that I like to do is swimming and roller skating. Again, for swimming, I never had a teacher who was pushing me to go to competitions, so that was nice. He would just sit there and say like, yeah, do 5 laps of this, yeah, do 4 laps of that, and all I had to do was swim. I had a lane to myself, or with 1 or 2 other people who were in my group, so it was also a small group. Everyone was swimming nice and fastly, and I could just focus on whatever I was thinking. It didn't feel tiring. I enjoyed it, it didn't feel painful, I didn't get sweaty, I didn't get hot, and I really enjoyed getting into the hot tub afterwards. So that's something I really love to do. I had to stop swimming because we couldn't afford for me to go to the classes, and ever since that I never was able to pick it up, because if you go to a swimming pool just by yourself, there's usually someone in every single lane, and that's not really relaxing, always like dodging between people to try to swim. I'm very specific about my swimming conditions and it's very hard to meet them, so I'm gonna have to get rich, build a swimming pool for myself and swim there. With roller skating, it was kind of again the same thing. I would do it in my free time whenever I was home. We had a big terrace and I could go around and around and around listening to music. Again, it was in our garden, so nothing really would interrupt me in it. I could do it whenever I wanted. I mean, okay, rain and snow and very, very strong wind would hinder me from doing it, but most of the time I could do it whenever I wanted. So often, especially in the weekends, I would play on my computer, then go outside for 45 minutes, play on my computer, go outside for 30 minutes, play on my computer, go outside for I don't know how long. I never really timed myself, but I know that it was often a very long time that I spent outside. And it was good. I was moving, I was in the fresh air, and I organized whatever was in my brain. That's the best part of working out for me. I think that's the only thing that can motivate me to work out, if I find something where I can just tune out the physical part of it and focus on the mental. So in case you know anything like that, and also it's not running. I tried running, that didn't work. That's very painful and I could not focus on anything else but the pain. But if you know anything, have any suggestions, leave it down in the comments below for me. So maybe I'm gonna get healthy in 2018. I don't know. Also, I'm not up for doing this every single day. 3 times a week is what I would aim for. But yeah, let me know your suggestions down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe if you want to hear more. And I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye bye!